Welcome to Lesson 7, Support and Resistance. If you haven't already done so, please watch the lessons and read the lessons previous to this one. So this is support and resistance. What is support and resistance? Support and resistance refers to levels or areas within a financial market that price continually reverses off. So you'll see that on this chart that's been posted to this page, that price reaches this level, it reverses, it reaches that level again, which has been marked with a red line, and it reverses again. So this is a potential support and resistance area. Now, if these lines are above current price, then they are referred to as resistance areas. So this is a resistance. And if this line or area is below current price, then it's referred to as support. So let's look at some support and resistance. There are some more charts here, and then I'll look at some actual price charts. So this is a chart and we have areas of support marked. If I bring up a pen, you'll see with this first line down here that price came to this level and it was reversed, price reversed. It came down to this level again and it reversed. So this is a potential area of support. If price reaches this level again, it could reverse again, and you'll see that price came down again a third time and reversed. Now, with all the content that is provided and all the videos that I've done so far for technical Forex, I want to make clear to you why this is important. Why do you need to know about support and resistance? Well, quite simply, if we identify this support area, we could go long at this area and make money as price goes up. All of this analysis is predicting where future price is going to be, and if we can predict correctly, then we can make money, and support and resistance can help us do that. There's another level here that's been marked, the second level. So we touch and we move away, we touch and we move away. So this is a potential support level. We touch, we move away. When we come back again in future, we touch and move away, and a small one there and another one there. So this level has been rejected and has reversed price 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So let's look at some resistance levels. So Forex resistance, once again the same sort of thing, but this time it's above price. So we have this reversal again. So we could mark this as a potential resistance area. What happens when we reach this area again? Reversed, reversed, reversed. So each time you could go short and make money as price reverses. As I've said in previous videos, it's not as simple as that, but identifying these areas can really help. Now, what happens when support and resistance is actually broken? Because this support isn't always going to support price. At some point, it is going to move below support. And the same with resistance. Eventually, price is going to move above resistance. Well, when support is broken, then this previous support level can actually act as a resistance level. So price will come under this support, and the level is above price, above current price, so it can act as a resistance level. And the same with resistance. If we move above resistance, the area is then below price and it can act as potential support. A way to look at this or to think about this is floors and ceilings. So if you think of an office block or a block of apartments or flats, you'll have a number of floors and ceilings. If you're on level 2, say floor 2, you'll have a floor, you'll have a ceiling. If you go to level 3, go up a floor, the previous ceiling on level 2 has now become your floor. and you'll have a different ceiling on level 3. If you go up again to level 4, this ceiling has now become your floor. And the same as if you go down, if we're on level 2, the floor that we're walking on, if we go down to level 1, is now our ceiling. And it's the same with support and resistance. And there is a couple of charts here that demonstrate this. So we have a resistance, a number of rejections. When price moves above this resistance, you'll see that it acts as support. And we have another graph here, or another chart. So a clear support level, 3 clear reversals of price at this level. When we do move below this level, it acts as resistance. Now, something you need to remember about these levels is they're not a specific price, like they're a support at 1.5015. They're actually areas. So if I clear this off, this support level could cover an area like this. And we have like this zone or area where price could reverse. So let's bring up a chart. This is a daily chart of the Australian dollar, US dollar, and let's see what we can find. Well, first of all, there's a resistance there's a support area right here. It was below price. We had this small reversal here, another one here, another one here, another one here, and then we broke through. So if we identified those first 2 swings here and here, that could give us a potential area where price might reverse in future, and we could look for setups, say, and go long at these setups. And you'll see there was a pin bar here. I zoom in a bit. There was a pin bar here at this support. There's an engulfing candle. So we can combine support and resistance with setups. So we have a range here. Now what a range is price moving between 2 areas. These 2 areas being support and resistance. So this range, we're moving between these 2 levels, a resistance level and a support level. So once again, if we identify these support and resistance levels, we can find opportunities to make money in the future. Let's try and find a support that's turned resistance, or resistance that's turned support. Okay, we have a support level here. Why do I believe that's a support level? Well, quite simply, price came to this level and reversed here, and then it did so again here. You'll then see that price breaks, and what happens when we return to this level? Let's mark this level again. Price comes up to this level and reverses. It's become a resistance. Unless there's any others like this. There's a resistance level here. We'll have to zoom in for this one. So we have this resistance, 3 reversals. What happens when we move above? It becomes a support. I bring up my pen again, you'll see we come above, we come down and are reversed. So that's horizontal support and resistance, when we have these horizontal lines that come across our charts that identify potential areas where price might reverse in future. Now there are other types of support and resistance, like dynamic support and resistance, where we use a moving average, and I think that will be covered in our indicator course. That's the next course after this price action course. There is a course about indicator analysis, and moving averages will be covered in that course. There are also trend support and resistance, where we can draw diagonal lines, especially if price is trending, if it's uptrending or downtrending, that can identify potential areas of reversal. So let's find some trend support and resistance. Let's just stick with this chart. Okay, so we have this lower low, then we have this higher high and higher low. So price has started an uptrend here. So with trend support and resistance, you can simply connect the lows of uptrends, something like this, and it can give us a potential area of price reversal in the future. So I've created this area here, just connecting this low and this low. You'll see that when price pulls back, we move into this area and then we move higher. We have that reversal. So we can actually move that like that. Once again, these are areas, they're not specific prices. And you'll see that this area is held again. So this is the two lows I connected, reversed, reversed. Let's see if we can find any more of these. I haven't looked at these charts beforehand, but support and resistance is happening all over the place. There's no need for me to prepare charts to teach this stuff because it's universal. It's happening all the time. We have one here. Let's see if this works. Okay, so something like this. Low and low. When we reach this level again, we reverse. Let's try and find a downtrend resistance. So that was trend support. Let's see if we can find a resistance. So price is downtrending. It's quite choppy. It's quite hard to see, but we have swing lows and swing highs. You have to excuse the noise that my mouse is making. Okay, so this is a trend resistance. Each time we reach this diagonal line, so connecting this one and this one, we reverse. Let's just see if there's anything clearer. There's a potential line here. So two highs. Let's bring up my trend line. Something like that. What happens when we reach this line again? We reverse. Now, just as support can become resistance and resistance can come support with horizontal support and resistance, the same is true with trend support and resistance. So what can happen is when we break this trend resistance, we can actually return and reverse off a diagonal support. Let's see if there's anything else to cover in this lesson. With some of the lessons, there are some books suggested. If you want to read more about support and resistance, there are some books here. And the same with each lesson, you can just use the links to purchase the books. But that's support and resistance, and I use support and resistance heavily in my trading. A lot of my trading strategies are based around support and resistance and looking for specific Japanese candlestick setups at support and resistance levels. The next lesson is reversal patterns. So we've looked at Japanese candlesticks, we've looked at trending markets and ranging markets and lots of other things. We're now going to start looking at patterns. There's a lesson on reversal patterns, that's price reversal patterns. There will be a lesson then on consolidation patterns, and then this price action basics course will be finished. But you should then have a good understanding of price action or the basics of price action. Thank you so much for watching.